Welcome to the podcast Beyond the Ballot, a Lone Wolf production. This is where we showcase local politics by providing a platform for elected officials and candidates. Today's episode is sponsored by the Pattern Act Real Estate Team. Thinking about buying or selling a home in the Bronx or Westchester? The Pattern Act Real Estate Team at Keller Williams is here to guide you every step of the way. With over 20 years of local expertise, they don't just close deals, they help you build a legacy. From first homes to investment properties, their team combines deep market knowledge, strong negotiation skills, and personal care to get you the results you deserve. And here's something special. Because you're listening to Beyond the Ballot Podcast, mention the show and receive a discounted rate on their services. When you're ready to make the next move, connect with the team at www.smrealty.com or follow them on Instagram at Steve_Pad. Let's build your future brick by brick. So we've taken a little bit of a hiatus for the summer, and we're back with a returning guest, Kevin O'Keefe, who's running for Westchester County Legislator of District 4. That's a mouthful.
Yes, it is.
Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So let's do a little recap from last time you were here. What towns are part of the district that you're running for?
So District 4 of Westchester County consists of Somers, Yorktown, Newcastle, and a very small part of Ossining.
And how long have you been a resident of Westchester?
Well, technically, I've been a resident of Westchester for maybe 14 or 15 years. When my wife and I moved up from the Bronx, we had our first house in Yonkers. And then we've been in Somers since 2020. So this November makes 5 years.
And so what do you think makes this area so special?
I just, it's for one, you could get more for your property that you're getting. What you're buying, you get more bang for your buck. The school districts I feel are phenomenal in the area right now, and just the people,
The community in
the
general.
Community in general.
I feel like every weekend we have like a fair or festival to
Sure.
go to. It's very busy.
Yes,
which is really nice for the
yes,
kids.
it is. I mean, and mentioning that, I mean, we got the Somers St. Joseph's Feast going on now this weekend outside St. Joseph's Church in Somers there, and we have the Grange Fair in Yorktown this weekend as well.
Also, last time you were on the show, we spoke about your service in the Marines. We spoke about your professional background. Another tongue twister, Local 46, metallic lathers and reinforcing iron workers. And you're currently in the position of business agent. How do you think your life trajectory has prepared you for this role as a legislator?
From the role of business agent, being an elected business agent, I figured, I would like to transition what I'm doing in the local union and bring it to public service here in our communities and represent the citizens in these communities to my best ability as I can do for my membership in my local union.
Let's have a little bit more of a lighthearted question. Is there anything about yourself people might not know about you or find something like that might be interesting to them?
I have some hobbies. I like to snowboard in the winter. I just recently did a triathlon yesterday morning in Mahopac. Yeah, I'm very on the go. I just wake up one morning. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do it.
Were you training for the triathlon?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, I didn't train too hard by my results that I had that I found out. But, hey, I made it. I did it. So, I got on the bike. I got on the treadmill and did a lot more than I have been doing in the past. But it was significant because the triathlon was for the Ty Lewis Campbell Foundation, which everything that all the proceeds go towards child cancer research. So a lot with this with the child cancer, a lot of the treatment is very aggressive to where the child succumbs to the treatment rather than the cancer, right? So in the past, right? So there's a lot of research that's being done, and that's what this Ty Lewis Campbell, they do a yearly triathlon to get to get proceeds from anybody that's a sponsor or running in the event. There's obviously a cost, and a lot of that, the proceeds goes towards covering the salaries for specific doctors to research a better way of treating child cancers.
So we met each other because of the proposed lithium battery facility in Mahopac that bordered Somers, right? And needless to say, you were one of the community members that really spearheaded the movement. And ultimately, it led to the banning of this ticking time bomb of this lithium battery facility. And you displayed qualities of a leader, of great leadership, competence, commitment, and character. I'm assuming this is how it spawned your journey on pursuing the candidacy for legislator. Is that true?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like what I've been running with, or being identified as, right? I mean, and it wasn't just me. It was the help of many other residents in the Carmel and Somers and even Yorktown communities. But with that being said, it was an accomplishment that was far greater. That it was a great accomplishment that went a long way, right? So, like, when we as a small community, it started in Somers and Carmel, and then, or specifically Mayapack area, we were meeting in each other's homes and discussing, like, what's our move, what are we going to do, and we did all the right steps, right? I mean, we pretty much wrote the agenda on how to go about this when this does happen in your community. So, and with that being said, the plug was pulled in February. East Point Energy was the company that was coming in. The plug was pulled in February because of the pushback from the residents, and with Carmel banning Tier 2 lithium-ion battery facilities in their town, the trend was now Somers, and then just most recently Yorktown. Mm-hmm. So it's good. I mean, it takes the community or the people to get together to really to accomplish certain things like that, and it definitely inspired me to say, hey, you know what, like this is something that I could do more often, right? But yeah, that's an accomplishment that we like to hold, under our belts there. So and hopefully when elected, there's going to be a lot more to come.
So last time you were here, we spoke about a few other topics: fix Tier 6, community safety with banning lithium battery facilities in residential areas, creating bike paths with safety rails, pedestrian safety, and more recently now, there was a report on the Westchester County budget from 2020 to 2025, and it states between 2020 and 2025, the Westchester County budget grew from $2.1 billion to nearly $2.5 billion under Vidette Gashi's leadership as budget chair. Who is your opponent? Can you speak to this in greater detail?
Yeah, so as you said, from 2020 to 2025, there's been a significant amount raised in the budget. And more particularly, bureaucracy is up 30%, public safety is up 33%, health is up 29%, while education, like Westchester Community College, barely moved. I think it's only up 7%. So payroll rose by $73 million. Okay, to where a lot of new staff. There wasn't much. As much of staff hiring. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, a lot of the money is being spent on payroll for the elected officials, to where have taken pay raises over the course, over the past few years. So, yeah, it's something to look at. I mean, we, as elected officials, let's put the money to where the people are, right? Instead of into your personal gains on your salaries.
Sometimes most of the time, you should directly answer or talk to a person's pocketbook, bank account. That's when they really pay attention, right?
Sure.
So the 4 towns in your district that you stated earlier are Newcastle, Ossining, Somers, and Yorktown. What kind of changes have they seen specifically in their overall levy and the district service charges?
Well, the overall in Newcastle, the overall levy impact rose 4.6%, with sewer charges up 61%. In Ossining, overall levy impact rose 10.2%, with the garbage cost up to 55%, and sewer charges are up 38%. Somers overall, the levy impact fell 9.7%, though the sewer charges increased 17%. And Yorktown overall levy impact rose 1.9%. with the garbage cost up 54% and sewer charges up 43%. So across the 4 towns combined, the county share increased by 2.8%, but with particularly sharp growth in garbage and sewer charges have risen. So, if elected as a county legislator, I just want to be, you got to be responsible on where the money's being spent, okay, and money being wasted. So the residents should be gaining more than anything over any elected official that's, in charge of that district.
Mm-hmm. So another thing that I saw in the report in regard is that obviously Westchester County's budget is supported by sales tax, property tax levy, state and federal aid, fees and charges, and of course other sources. What has the budget report shown in that regard?
Well, the sales tax, for one, is 40% of the budget. It's nearly $1 billion annually by 2025, making it the single largest locally raised revenue source in our budget. So, and again, with the sales tax, which is 8.9% or 8.4%, it's high, and I mean, we're paying all this sales tax. It's 40% of the budget, and what are the residents gaining from that, right? Yeah. So, and I did speak on behalf of, the sales tax in the past, like what I would like to do with it. Just small things like, a no sales tax week or during back to school or something like that, or during Christmas times to kind of put some more money in the resident's pocket, right? I mean, it's expensive, if you have 3 kids and you're going to school and you're buying all the school supplies or around Christmas time. So we got to focus on how to put more money into the resident's pocket. And let's stop spending money like drunken sailors. Right.
Because we're seeing like the younger generation, they're not able to settle here and raise their families. And then you see the other end of the spectrum, older people just, leaving the state because it's too expensive.
Yes. Yeah.
So another fascinating segment of the report revealed that the salary caps for the commissioners and high-level appointees have risen from $195,000 from 2020 to $217,150 in 2025. There are also other notable positions that have seen an increase as well. Can you speak on the payroll costs? Is this due to a staff increase?
So there's been 154 new hires from my research. It's not necessarily a staff increase. It's it's a salary increase. For instance, in 2020, the county executive was making $160,000 a year to where now the county executive makes $230,000. Okay. The deputy county executive was $190,000 a year in 2020. Now it's at $220,000. The commissioner of health, $230,000 in 2020, is now making $256,000 in 2025. Wow. The district attorney's office was at $136,000 in 2020 and now is making well over $230,000 in 2025. Also, the chief of staff, assistant to the chairman, was making anywhere from $100,000 to $120,000 in 2020 and is making somewhere near $140,000, $180,000 in 2025. So the salaries have increased, right, but the hiring of staff members has not.
So it's more of like a top-heavy system. And I don't know what would justify such an increase when I think the normal person gets maybe a 3% increase on their salary based on merit. That's way over the normal person.
Sure is.
So I just want to take a moment to kindly thank the sponsor of today's episode, the Pattern Act Real Estate Team. Thinking about buying or selling a home in the Bronx or Westchester, the Pattern Act Real Estate Team at Keller Williams is here to guide you every step of the way. With over 20 years of local expertise, they don't just close deals, they help you build a legacy. From first homes to investment properties, their team combines deep market knowledge, strong negotiation skills, and personal care to get the results you deserve. And here's something special. Because you're listening to the Beyond the Ballot podcast, mention the show and receive a discounted rate on their services. When you're ready to make the next move, connect with the team at www.smrealty.com or follow them on Instagram at Steve_Pad. Let's build your future brick by brick. Okay, so let's see where we're at. We are at the end of almost nearly at the end of the episode. So before we conclude, are there any other campaign talking points or final messages that you'd like to discuss?
So as a candidate of the Republican Party and on the line as a conservative for the Conservative Party, I just want to throw it out there, especially for the Democrat Party who may think like somebody like me, I 100% would approve for Westchester County Police to coincide with federal authorities to come here and remove illegal aliens who are a threat to our society, to get them off our streets. I am in no way an advocate to take individuals who are a positive influence in our society and removing them. But there is a difference. There's a difference between the green card holder who is going to work every day and paying taxes and contributing to this, to our county, in comparison to the individual that is here on the streets, hustling fentanyl, which is killing a whopping amount of young adults, and the individual that is, an MS-13 member. I mean, the individuals that are getting removed from these societies throughout, in other parts of the country, they've been investigated, and, law enforcement has been watching these people for quite some time. They're not just coming in and just rolling the dice and thinking on who these people are. I mean, facts are facts. Whoever they're bringing in are the individuals that are a threat. So, but then the individual that's coming here, doing the right thing, going to work, goes through the proper channels to become a citizen, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Just like any of our ancestors have come here to live a better life.
Sounds like a common sense notion to me.
It's common sense, and the other side, the other party wants to label maybe an individual like me, because I'm a Republican, as if I want the stormtroopers to come in here and round everybody up. And, that's not the case. Yeah. It's not the case. We need to protect our citizens first.
Right.
And that's it. And I'm 100% behind law enforcement, and what they have been going through is it stinks, not they you can't wear a mask. Like, I mean, what are we trying to do? These people have a job to protect us. And the current administration, the leaders of Westchester County, want to put into law to get rid of that law enforcement can't wear a mask. Like, are you out of your mind? How could you do that? Like, what do you think's going to happen to that individual that's bringing in or making an arrest? Like, they're going to find out where he lives. They're going to find out where his family goes, where his children are going to school. Like, I don't understand that. Yeah. This is a job that they have to do. But yet our current administration, like our county executive and the chairman of the board, they feel like they want to put into law, out of all things, the most important thing that they want to do is eliminate law enforcement from wearing masks. We all have phones. We're all taking pictures and videos. This isn't like, you out there and you do something. I mean, they're going to take a video of an arrest or a police officer out there walking the beat. And I mean, that's what they're doing. They're harassing, these officers. They're provoking them, and it should be two-sided, right? I mean, they're able to wear masks when they're protesting. They want to pretend like they're wearing mask to protect them from COVID, right? Or something like a medical mask. They're covering their faces too. So, like, the priority is to remove masks from law enforcement, but yet not one thing is said about removing the mask from the protesters. I mean, listen, you can search on social media or YouTube, whatever you want to feel, whatever you know how to use. You're looking at burglaries, mischief that's been going on, not just, here in the county, but throughout the country. And guess what? They're all wearing masks, and they could wear that mask all day long. They could harass law enforcement in mask. They're going to rob and burglarize in mask. But yet we're focused on getting rid of the mask from a law enforcement officer.
Insane. So is there a website or a Facebook, Instagram account that people can visit to read about your campaign more?
Sure. My website is o'keefeforwestchester.com. And I have a Facebook account, O'Keefe for Westchester. I'm also on Instagram. But I've been pushing a lot of my ads, marketing ads on Facebook, and I specifically have been directing it to zip codes in District 4. So yeah, I mean, I'll be out and about. I'm door knocking. I really want to get my name out there. Maybe have some short conversations with these individuals at their door, and gain some insight from them. What is it that they need? What is it that they need that I could help, or I could, if elected, to represent them in what they want, right? So,
and when is the general election?
The general election is November 4th of 2025, and early voting starts on October 25th.
Okay, so there you have it, folks. Kevin O'Keefe, candidate for Westchester County Legislator, District 4, a person of great integrity that has fought for community safety, simply a person with common sense and a no-nonsense approach. He's not a politician. He's one of the people, and, I have to commend him for doing this. It's not easy. So thanks again for being on the show. It's a pleasure always having you.
Thank you for the kind words. It's great to be here.
And I wish you the best of luck in November.
Thank you very much.
If anyone, a small business owner or individual, would be interested in sponsoring future episodes, please contact us for details. Thank you for watching the podcast Beyond the Ballot. Like, subscribe, and leave us your comments or any questions you might have for future guests. Thank you. Bye.